Welcome to the first episode of Mystery Box Throwdown, and today's episode is brought to you by BounceBackBirdie. Go check out their TikTok channel and their store. Awesome guys, a lot of discs. If you haven't seen my TikTok, I have opened their mystery box and I got a total of 7 discs, which are as follows: the anode, the zone, very soft, a reactor, a detour, a Terra, a bottom stab nuke, and a D2. And also rolled the dice, and I ended up getting Tinchun Disco Park, and I needed to beat 900 metrics rating, which is about +3. Honestly speaking, got quite lucky, as that's not the hardest challenge to get. Hopefully a soft start. And if I fail, all these discs are going to some of you guys. With that said, I'm kind of also battling the sun, so let's just get started. Hop on right into hole number 1. Hole 1, 68 meters, par 3. It's through a double mando right over there. And since I'm kind of scared of getting bogeys, don't really need that many birdies, I just can't get too many bogeys. I'm gonna go with the zone on the right side, trying to get a sneaky gap. I did the exact thing I said I wasn't gonna do. This is a horrible start. So it's definitely makeable, but not an easy putt, I'll let myself. Bad putt. Definitely not the start I wanted, but let's just move on. So my body wasn't quite ready for the round to start just yet, but we'll see if we can kickstart it now. Hole 2, 165 meters, par 5, going with the bottom stamp nuke with the nice die. See if it flips or not. This is honestly a very nice hole to just get to know this disc, whether or not it flips and all that. Kind of similar to the first hole, where I left it way too much hyzer. Didn't have the possibility to flip fully, but we'll test it more later. Honestly, I just don't have a whole lot I can do from this position, so I'm just gonna pitch it out, hopefully to a good position. Should be good. Honestly, I thought it was way more to the right and had a better look. Now I kind of need to do a forehand flex with an overstable driver. Find the D2. I think that should be enough. That might be long, it might be parked, it might be... I have no clue. We'll see when we get there. I was in fact parked. It's hole 3, 70 meters, straight downhill. The basket is on top of a rock mountain thingy. So honestly, here I just go for par, as the putt is very sketchy. So I'm going with the reactor. I should probably go with one of my putters, but I don't want to ruin the anode. And this is definitely a hole that can do that. And my zone I've already tested, so I kind of want to try the different discs. That is beautiful shot. That is a beautiful shot. Actually gives me a putt, but I'll see if I'll run it or not. Like I said, very sketchy basket. That is after one throw on this hill. Very glad I didn't use my putter. I think that is my first birdie here, like, ever. I don't play this course often, but I think that's my first birdie, so great. Hole 4, 88 meters. It is 8 meters upward, so I would usually go with a flippy distance driver just to make sure I can get it there. Don't have that. I'm gonna try the nuke again, see how affected it is by the fact that it's uphill. Try to release it flat or maybe even Annie. It's like I thought, it doesn't really flip all that much. Like, it flips a little bit, it does, but not too much. Zone time. It's parked. This is definitely not a gimme birdie, so a par here is fine. Hole 5, 67 meters. My normal play here is a flippy putter on the backhand. Gonna try a forehand with the zone. It seems very stable so far, so let's just hope we can keep it out of the OB and at least get away with the par. That would be nice. Get it right. I think that's safe. I'm gonna go check where the OB line is. Okay, so it wasn't just safe, it was very safe. That's where the OB line is. That's the basket. No place to put the camera. Very awkward putt, about 9 meters, I would guess. I'm gonna try to run it. Nope. Not enough Annie. Don't care, take a par. Par is more than good enough on this hole, especially with no flippy putters. I don't know about this one yet. Hole 6, 84 meters, right there behind the trees. I'm gonna go with the Terra. This is the Electrum plastic, which is the baseline, I assume, and it's gonna be ruined immediately as soon as it hits the tree. So trying to avoid it getting too flippy, but hopefully park it. Bad throw, good results. Was not as flippy as I thought. Honestly, except for the fact that it's short, it's one of my better looks for birdie on this hole. And I think it's a good time to talk about the anode. So far, I actually really like it. I'm not a fan of the bead, as I usually putt with P2s, but it's feeling good so far. Let's see if we can make a C2 spin putt right in. Decent attempt. Like I said, goal is +3. I don't need a lot of birdies. If I get par on holes, that is completely fine. Honestly, so far, the discs have felt really good, but a lot more stable than I thought they were going to be. Might just because of poor release for me. But hey, I like over stable discs, not going to complain. Hole 4, going with the D2. 108 meters, par 4. Honestly, just dead straight, but your first shot, you want to get it to the left. So, D2. Unfortunate tree. I don't know if you can see the basket from here, but there's a little flag up there. But that shot was way too low. Okay, so it was longer than I thought initially, but it's too much risk behind it, so I'm just gonna lay up. You always want to see it stand up and roll when you're trying to lay up. No worries. It's a par. With that, we're over to hole 8, 67 meters, par 3. This straight forward and into the right. Let's see what we can do. Probably a bit too much disc, but I'm gonna go with the detour, as I think, if I remember correctly, that's a bit of 40 mid. See if we can get it there. It's definitely flippy because that was very low speed, throw on hyzer, and it's still held up. Okay, so have a look here, but just gonna give it a soft bed. Yeah, way too soft. Another par. Can't be serious. I did a whole intro, threw my detour, and I think I threw it really good, only to realize I didn't hit record. So, hole 9, 76 meters, par 3. Gonna try again with the nuke on a forehand this time. The detour was a backhand, flipped over perfectly. I'm gonna see what the nuke can do on a forehand. So short, like very short. Ironically enough, I don't have anything on the right side here, so I'm gonna try a handy putt. Close. Okay, so just to show, here's my detour. It went long off the basket, but I did have a better look at it. Not necessarily birdie, but a better look. But regardless, it's a par. Over to hole 10, the signature hole of Tinchan. It is a beautiful 110-meter hole. It's not an island, but there's OB wrapping all around with the water. I'm gonna go with the D2. Not necessarily looking for the birdie here, just get it safe and give myself strokes to work with. Pars give me all that I need, basically, if I can just par out. Note to self, the D2 is flippy. I did not think that was flippy. The more you know. At the drop zone, and this is honestly a distance I am struggling with. So I'm gonna go with the zone on a backhand. Trying to just get it towards the basket. Come on. Yep. Oh, that's parked. That's honestly for me scary. POV bogey putt. Hole 11, 73 meters, par 3. It is a Mando to the right. No, it's a Mando to the left of one of the first trees. So you need to turn over with a putter. Zone I don't feel confident with. I think that's just gonna fade out into the OB. I'm gonna go with the anode. Hopefully that can be good. Get back. I didn't see that landing at all. Okay, I spent a couple of minutes looking for this. Luckily I found it. I am way deep. I moved a meter. What? What is wrong? There's something wrong with this hole. There we go. Finally the disc sets. Okay, looking for the disc took way too long. It's starting to get dark. Hole 12, par 4, 152 meters. D2, hopefully flipping as I wanted to this time. That was a beautiful shot. I just stood in the way of it. Give myself a really nice look for birdie. I'm gonna go with the zone. Aiming for a tree with a sign right there and hopefully drop down. Fade. There's a look. Probably. I also gotta run whilst doing this now, as it's getting dark quickly. Long birdie look. That helps a lot, as there's 2 holes that is very likely bogey. Hole 13, 77 meters, going with this. Can't remember the name, not gonna go check it. Don't have time. How's the flip up? That's a bit long, but okay shot. Got the par. Hole 14, 100 meters. Going with the nuke. There's basically an OB island we need to hit. Also like a mano to watch out for. A lot of stuff. Just want something overstable, so go with the nuke. Get back, get back. Beats Mando. No joke. That hit the rock where the basket is standing upon. Legitimately though, I do believe I hit this rock and just roll down here. So, easy bird. Okay, so it is officially like very dark outside, but only 4 holes left. If you think you're struggling, just imagining trying to throw a disc towards the gaps you can barely see. So just stick with me to the end to see if there will be a giveaway or not, if nothing else. Hole 15, 74 meters, par 3. Going with this white disc. I don't remember. Maybe it's a detour, maybe it's the other one. I'm really bad at MVP names. I can't recall them. But yeah, trying to just get it there, not flip too much. As parked. Another ace run, honestly. Another ace run and another park job. Easy birdie. Okay, so I'm filming with the back camera with the flash on just to be able to see anything for you guys. Blinding myself and I can't really see what the camera sees, but hole 16. Can't even read the sign, it's too dark. 70 something meters, I believe. I'll check it later. Going with the zone on a forehand, as I don't have a flippy putter and I don't want to lose the anode. I would rather lose this. Honestly, really like the anode. Let's see if we can get something. It's out in the open, middle of the fairway, all I wanted. Was a really bad shot as it went way too far to the left out here, but I got lucky and ended up in the middle of the fairway. Not a whole lot to see here. Going with the anode, trying to go for a gap like right here. I think that's gonna be a bogey, but I have strokes to work with. Wasn't as long as I was scared of, so honestly, fairly decent par here, not gonna complain. And I think the challenge is in the box for me. Hole 17, 52 meters, going with my zone on a kind of flex forehand line. But as long as I don't take like triple bogey here, I think I should be good for the challenge. Wasn't an ace, that's all I know. Honestly, should just lay this up for par, but no guts, no glory. Let's go, another birdie. So 1 hole remaining, hole 18. I am 2 down. My goal is +3, so challenge is basically over. I'm just gonna try to end in style with a birdie. Honestly, it's been a real fun challenge. My favorite disc, I think I have to give it to the D2. Super fun. Flippy distance driver. Liked all the other ones. The only one I haven't really thrown is the Terra, which I basically assumed before starting, as it's a baseline fairway. Wouldn't really need it too much here. But let us finish in style how we started with the zone. Probably gonna go OB. 57 meters, par 3, island hole. Let's get it. We're actually safe on the island. That was not expected. Let's finish in style with the birdie, proving that bounce back birdies this are good enough to not only shoot a 900 here, but a 950, I believe. There we go, -3. Go check out BounceBackBirdie. They have some awesome discs. Thank you guys so much for this mystery box. It was super cool. Loved all the discs. And might even bag one of them. We'll see. With all that said, I'll see you guys for the next mystery box throwdown. And this time they mentioned that they wanted to make me lose. So we'll see about that one. Take care.